Hey everybody, Privacy Smurf here from Zenalytics Trading with your Fear and Greed update to keep you one step ahead of the retail market.
Here's your sentiment update for the week ending Friday, April 26, 2024. Bitcoin sentiment is up this week, despite closing prices on Friday being about the same as last week. The measurement is coming in at 59, and we're at a majority bullish sentiment. There are no predictive elements at the moment, but with the sentiment being back above the midline, it would appear that people aren't expecting another dip. However, I'd speculate that we'd visit 59K or below again before we move up above 70,000. Technical analysis would suggest a bottom is forming, but another dip, in my opinion, is necessary to create bullish divergences on higher intraday timeframes to confirm this. Sentiment on the S&P 500 futures are up this week. We're up to 38, but we still have a majority bearish sentiment. There are no predictive elements at the moment, and I'm waiting for sentiment to get into the fear zone before I start looking for another buying opportunity. As mentioned last week, prices on the daily timeframe stabilized, preventing a further dip in sentiment. Daily levels didn't even reach into the fear zone. Similar to Bitcoin, a bottoming formation is appearing. Momentum on the daily time frame is starting to increase. I'd still speculate, though, that we'll see another dip before we start setting new higher highs. Sentiment on the US dollar is down this week, despite only a slight change in price. The consolidation around the highs suggested last week did sort of play out. Prices did decline throughout most of the week, but then they rallied back up on Friday. Sentiment now is measuring at 74 and falling out of the greed zone. My typical behavior when sentiment gets into the greed zone would be to look for technical signals of a bearish retracement. Those, however, just aren't present on the daily or weekly time frame. It's quite possible we see another rally back up into the greed zone. I'm being very cautious when I'm analyzing new long positions on stocks or crypto. A new rally on the Dixie would likely mean a retracement in those other assets, since they're typically inversely related. Gold sentiment is down last week, measuring at 72, and it's falling out of the greed zone. Same as my commentary on the Dixie. Typically, I'd be looking for a signal for a bearish retracement. The signals aren't present on the weekly time frame, but on the daily, however, technical analysis does show that momentum is pretty close to becoming bearish. With another down week, it's likely a topping formation will appear on the weekly time frame. Without those weekly signals, however, it may just play out as a ranging consolidation instead of a downtrending price action. Sentiment on the 30-year bond futures matched price and closed slightly down this week. Measurements are at 40, and there's no predictive elements at the moment. Trading methodologies focusing on bullish divergence have confirmed a trade signal to the upside, with targets pretty low around 115 and 117. Interestingly, these are coming in around the timing of a cyclical low. The weekly time frame doesn't show any sign of reversal, so it's possible that this daily signal and cyclical up leg may just be some consolidation, a pause before the further downtrend.
Just a reminder, sentiment is great as an indicator, but it's really best utilized with some objective form of technical analysis to generate a signal to act on sentiment readings. If you like this analysis and want to help keep your emotions in check, pop into the Discord. I update sentiment there daily and have a bunch of extra tools and analysis that can elevate your trading game. Link is in the description, and I'll see you next week.